Hello ladies and gentlemen, vBlackWolf here, and I finally defeated Grodd on Heroic 2, and I want to share the experience with you, because so far I hadn't had problem with boss Grodd because he was just low HP, he was dying in 1 pip. But over here, now that he gets a little bit more health, I struggled a bit, and in my defense I played this on live stream, after making 4 videos in a day, so I was not in the best state of mind, let's say. But yeah, all the pips went pretty much terrible, but we managed to finally defeat him, and I want to share that experience with you and the rewards. And as we all know, you learn the most from mistakes, so we'll see what I did wrong, and we'll see what I could have done better to maybe finish him in 2 pips and even 1 pip. But yeah, with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, let's get into it. So, the first pip you see here is not related to the Grodd fight, but I want to show it to you guys because I wanted to also show it to the live stream when I did this. So I was 100% sure that this multiverse team, just multiverse flash and multiverse armor superior would alone be able to one-shot this deadshot. So I was like, let's prove the people who always comment on my videos when I put, let's say, Silver Bane in the multiverse team because I simply have no characters left. Why don't you put Green Arrow? This is why I don't usually put Green Arrow, because as you know, one of his passives says that you will have a chance to deal a percentage damage of your special 3 damage in dot damage to the enemy. And I don't know how that's calculated or how that scales, but you'll see that at points over here in this particular fight we are going to deal around 2 million damage with our special 3, and the damage that comes from the dot of the Green Arrow is going to be like 2000. And right now I'm like, how does this scale? How does this work? Because what percentage is 2000 out of 2 million? Because I think the ability says it has something like 80% or something, and I know it doesn't scale with tab, as most things don't in this game with the tab attack bonus, but still, doesn't it scale with combo? Doesn't it scale with the attack on gears of multiverse armor superior? Does it only scale with the level of the ability? Because I don't know how we get from 2 million total damage sometimes to values of 2k. I don't know how that's a reasonable percentage out of 2 million to give us in terms of dot damage. But yeah, we managed to easily one-shot this. This was not a problem. Just wanted to rant a little bit about the passive of the Green Arrow not working. Now, getting into Grodd pips, and over here I have a Kryptonite Spear, and granted it will be a level 1 Kryptonite Spear. And it'll take me 40 hits to be able to have unblockable specials against this dude. And it's simply not going to be reasonable to build 40 hit combos here, unfortunately. And I shouldn't have done this. Like, yet again, I was kind of tired at the point of making this stream. This could have been done far better. There are a few options to deal with Grodd because he does have a shield, but he's not immune to stun, and that opens up a few possibilities. There's the possibility of using Black Adam to stun him upon tagging. There is the possibility of using Claws of Horus on your Aquaman to stun him on your basic attacks, and while he's stunned to use special trees, and also to use Claws of Horus on pretty much anything. But over here I'm like, let's try the Rise of Krypton Spear, and I know that my spear is just level 1, and at higher levels it does not require such a high combo, but all the way to level 10 it requires a 20 hit combo, which yes, it's a reasonable amount to ask, but if your spear is lower than level 10, like let's say lower than level 8, you'll not be able to easily make use of this passive. Which is quite frustrating, because maybe this will be useful in fights in Dawn of Apocalypse against the tier 3 sub-bosses, even though you will lose a lot of damage from not having Apocalypse artifacts on your damage dealer. But here it's just not something that's reasonable to ask. So unless you got level 7 spear, you will not be able to utilize this properly to fight Grodd. So the best option honestly is to not even try. Over here I just throw a random spear at him because I'm like, let's try a random spear, he might not block it. Like, I'm done with trying to build 40 hit combo, this doesn't work well. And the fact that he's got Gorilla tagging in is just salt on the wound. Like, you shouldn't even use King necessarily here. Last of Joker has a very good time, but I don't have Last of Joker on this account. So that's that. King is going to go back in, we're at a 30 hit combo, and over here, to be honest, I could have waited a little bit longer and made a 40 hit combo, but yeah, as I said, I was not in the mood for this annoying fight at this point. And it is what it is, it's just me using Dr. Fate and trying to squeeze in every little bit of damage that I can until the end of this. Again, if I was to look back on this, I would have put Firebox on Dr. Fate to have an easier time building high combos. Maybe not even use Class Superman as support, even though this guy has armor, and put maybe just League Flash in there, though not on discount because over here I need him for his team. And maybe actually use Claws on King and not worry about that other thing at all. Over here we're using the Batman Ninja team, and I have Claws of Horus on Catwoman. But there's a little bit of a problem with the Claws of Horus. So how I play Claws of Horus on the Batman Ninja team is just I have faith, alright? Because Claws of Horus should stun the enemy, and you can guide yourself if the enemy is stunned by looking at them because they got a weird position. But the most easy way to see if the enemy is stunned is to see as a debuff in the right side of the screen. But the problem is the Batman team kind of floods the right side of the screen with other stuff, so it's very hard to tell. So how you play this team is you have faith. You have faith that he's stunned at the end of your combo and to try something. And if you hit a shield, that's not going to be the end of the world like you saw with King, because they're going to have healing, so it's going to be all good for the most part. Going in for a special tree in there. Thankfully he didn't shield that one. And yeah, it's not going to be the most optimal experience still, but we're getting there. And after this, you'll see a team that had a far easier time here for some reason, which I didn't expect. I used them just to clean it up, but they did well. They did far better than expected, actually. Re-engage the combo with Catwoman. Keep in mind we need to do swipe rights, at the very least 2 of them, to have a chance to stun him. If he didn't get stunned, we need to reapply the special 2 because we're not healing right now, and I don't like us not healing at the low of a HP. Tagging Gorilla Grodd there, I don't think I needed to tag in. Catwoman back in. Re-engage the combo. Okay, blocking that stuff, re-engage the combo here. We deal most of our damage on basic attacks actually, like the special trees also deal a pretty sizable chunk of damage, might I add, but other than that we deal a lot on basic attacks. Also, I can't wait to actually use my Batman Ninja team on an actual boss that doesn't impede their damage with anything, because they have evolved so much during the time that struggled against Superman. I'm really curious to see their maximum potential. But yeah, over here, let's say, I think I played a little bit worse at the end because I was trying to just do everything I could to pull in damage because the fight was close to ending and I was starting to panic. Oh my god, we're not going to do this in this pep. And guess what? We're not going to finish him in this pip, even though we were pretty damn close. And this is yet again another wasted pip. I really need to be a little bit more careful with soul raids because lately I've been slipping a lot, let's say, because previously I would be so careful planning all my pips out. Oh, how can we take the biggest advantage of this? But lately I haven't been so careful. Maybe it's because I don't really like the Rise of Krypton soul raids compared to the Rise of Apocalypse soul raids. But yeah, we didn't unfortunately kill him in this one. And the next team that actually performed far better than I thought is going to be the Just League team actually. Like, they just have to clear 4 million worth of damage out of here, but they cleared it very fast. So I do have the spear on Just League Flash, because he is a character that will have no problem getting to 40 hit combo. Like, this man is made to get to 40 hit combo. And I have other artifacts on the other characters to grant him passive buffs. Like, you are not going to deal much damage with a special tree anyway, because it's not armor pierce, but your attacks are. So if I was not, if he was lower health, maybe I wouldn't even have given him the spear. Doing for a super move here. And yeah, as you can see, we're pretty much melting him with basic attacks here. Very happy with how this team went about. And yeah, I think Just Like Flash is a character, like, speaking not necessarily about this fight, but in general, that can make very good use of the spear, because he can get 40 hit combo easily. Though there are better in-slot artifacts for him. Yeah, there we go. Gorilla Grodd is down. Again, lads, try to not make the mistakes that I made in this fight, and you are going to have a far better and far easier time. But yeah, with all being said, the rewards are not going to be great. Like, don't get me wrong, if I was a player who didn't have all blades, I would be very grateful for this. But I have 3 all blades, I've already broken like 4 all blades, I don't need all blades, I'm done with all blades. And Unhinged Harley Quinn is just garbage. But yeah, with all being said, thank you for watching, I'll see you all in the next one, goodbye!